Strike! What's up, you guys, and welcome to the next episode of Skyward Sword on TOnline. It's like a giant game of Tetris. And we just won. Whoa, settings menu. Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now awaits. Go bravely, Link. If everything as I expect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. It's not going to be that easy. If I've played this game enough, I know that for sure. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?" Holy crap, look at that! That looks awesome! We're gonna have to walk through that! Alright, cool. Here we come, Zelda, after all this damn time. There's Impa! Temple of Hylia?
Hey!
At last! I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Steel Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back through the gate doors behind you, the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defends... Wait, what? It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. That's Zelda, right? I know it! You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we had heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In this thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied his massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle along with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and sent them both into motion. First, she created Fi. She made the spirit resides in your sword to serve as a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul into the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For a while, the supreme power of the Triforce was created by the gods. All of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? Yeah, the goddess is you! You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. Yeah, I figured it out too as soon as Link did. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray all the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. As I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in this hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from that seal that imprisons him at any cost. That's why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that Hylia, rather that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can now see that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Fi in the Great Blade. She's part of a very specific reason. For the task standing against Demise, in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back to his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. Wait, so it was Girahim? During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now those qualities reside in you. You are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind of our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Aww. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells the sacred power. This is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. Whoa! The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword at last has achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can attain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess, Hylia, you needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that supreme power. And so Hylia, I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would have thrown yourself headfirst into any danger, without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all this, Link. But you have to understand, this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions, but I'm prepared to pay the price for what have I done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. No! While it's true that I am Hylia reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come to wake me up? I promise. No! Oh, no. Okay, you guys, that was a lot to take in. I can tell that we're already more than halfway through our time right now, but I'm still going to keep going. And there's also a couple things I got to explain. I refilled all of my stuff in my inventory. I bought 2 new potions. I got a Heart Potion Plus and a Guardian Potion. And I spent quite a bit of my rupees. I was trying to upgrade my bow, but I didn't have enough things to do that. And yeah, I just wanted to prepare for everything that was coming. I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her. Now go and fulfill your destiny. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy, that was heavy. Alright, so we're back so soon. So you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is one thing with the power to vanish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know where it rests. All the other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link. Find the Triforce.
No!
Whoa! Whoa there! Hold up! Link, there's something I gotta tell you. So, Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? Actually, it's terrible. It's gotta be so hard for the poor girl. But you're going to do something about this mess, right? Link, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Aw, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big, ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing all right. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. You know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here, Link. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you love just the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up a little, too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say it out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So, yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. You know, thank you, Goose. But also, when I was talking to this lady and talking to Impa earlier, I thought about it. Impa lives in this place from the past, and this is where she's supposed to stay. So, could this old lady be Impa? I don't know, it's kind of a stretch, but I thought about it for a while. This is probably Impa. I don't know. I could be crazy, but that's just how I think. And now we gotta go on a Triforce hunt, so it looks like we got a lot more to do than I thought. Hopefully Fee is still here to help us out. No! No! I wanted those birds. Okay, so now we gotta go back to Skyloft, I presume. No. That's not what I needed. Ooh, more bugs. Alright, yeah, they're not coming down. I don't know, I just wanted to do something. Okay, we gotta get back to the bird statue so we can go to Skyloft. I think we can do that. But yeah, holy crap! I actually thought that was gonna be the finale. That this was gonna be the finale, but looks like we got a lot more to do than I expected. Just like Skyward Sword to do that to me. When I think it's all over, it's just getting started. Let's take our adventure to the sky. We're not going to go too much over time, even though I know that that was a lot of time with dialogue and exposition. But I don't want to go too over time, because the last episode was already pretty long. And, yeah, I got some other stuff I need to do. So let's go to Skyloft. That's the first thing I think we need to do. So it wasn't the last time flying on our loft wing. Such a dramatic goodbye, and yet it wasn't needed. Let's go right here. Alright. And now we're gonna go to the Night Academy. I don't know why, it just feels right. Okay, hopefully I figure out what exactly we need to do. And there's a chest over there, but it's not glowing. I think it'll come to me eventually. I'm just gonna go do what Groose asked me to do. To the Night Academy! It sure has been another while since we've been inside here. This is where our whole adventure started. Now look how much we've grown. We got a Master Sword. When we first entered here, we didn't even have a sword. Hey, I just checked Groose's room, and the guy is gone. Got any idea where he went? Maybe he had to run away because of his broken heart. What a tough guy. Aw, come on, Link, you didn't do your job. Whatever. I wonder if we can go see Zelda's father and tell him how she's doing. I feel like that'd be the right thing to do. Oh, hey, look, it's Pippet. Hey, Link, how are you doing? Huh? What's this about a Triforce hidden by the goddess? I don't really know anything about that. If you want to know about that kind of stuff, then you should ask one of the instructors. Oh, so it looks like we had to go there anyway. That's the exit. Here's an instructor door. Headmaster Gapora. This is Zelda's father. Hi, man.
Hey.
Ah, hello, Link. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. You want to tell me, but you can't? I understand. I'm sure you have a good reason for keeping quiet. Link, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You have this destiny thrust upon you without warning, or choice, for that matter, but I wish to help you as best as I can. I'm getting older, and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any question at all about Skyloft or its history, I will be glad to tell you all that I know. Actually, what do I know of the Triforce? Link, Where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce with their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of these tomes. Its whereabouts are lost in history. Sorry, Link, it shames me to say it, but my knowledge is little of use on this subject. Okay? Well, he doesn't know anything. Link, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levius, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages. Levius has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him. Where is he? Yes, I fear that you might be your next question about that. I imagine in your travels you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently I've heard rumors suggesting that Levius is trapped inside that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Olan to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there's any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Olan can't fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself, and see what this investigation has revealed. Okay, so we gotta go into those clouds where the Isle of Songs is, apparently. And I know where we need to look. It can't be in the Isle of Songs itself. It's gotta be around the area, where we usually fly past. And I think I did see an island with a rainbow going over it. That's just my last guess on where things could be. Alright, we're already 26 minutes into this episode, so I think we're going to continue our adventures in the next episode. So next time we meet, we're going to go find Levius, and he might know where the Triforce may be hidden. I hope you had a good time on Ride Time. This was quite the plot-heavy episode, and I'm kind of glad, because we haven't had plot for a while in the series, but I will see you all next time.